Welcome, dear friends, to tonight's bedtime story. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the stars above guide you into dreams. Each story is filled with magic, kindness, and wonder. Now, snuggle in and let's begin. Tonight's story, The 3 Wishes, begins by the sea, where a fisherman named Elias meets a magical golden fish. It offers him 3 wishes, but with each one, Elias and his wife Mary learn that happiness isn't found in riches or power, but in kindness, love, and the simple joys of life. Long ago, by the edge of the restless sea, there was a shabby little cottage. A poor fisherman named Elias stayed with his wife Mary. She complained endlessly, no matter how hard Elias worked. Early one morning, Elias stepped into his little boat. The sea was calm and sparkled in the sunrise. He held his fishing net tight. Elias was a humble fisherman. He loved the sea and the simple life he shared with his wife Mary. "Good morning, sea," Elias whispered. "I hope you give me a kind catch today." He cast his net and waited. The water was cool around his ankles. A soft breeze lifted his hair. Birds called above him. Suddenly, Elias felt a tug. The net pulled hard. He struggled and brought it slowly up. In the net shimmered a glowing fish. Its scales shone like 1,000 pearls. Elias gasped. "Please," said the fish in a gentle voice. Though the fish was small, its words sounded wise. "Do not harm me. I am a magical fish. I can grant wishes if you set me free." Elias blinked in surprise. He knelt in the boat. "A wish?" he asked quietly. The fish nodded with its fins. Elias thought of his wife. He loved her very much. "All right," said Elias. He held the fish carefully and released it into the sea. "Go free," he whispered. The fish waved its tail once. A soft light glowed. Then it disappeared under the waves. Elias felt grateful. He rowed home with a happy heart. When he stepped onto the shore, Mary ran to meet him. Her eyes were bright. "Did you catch many fish today?" she asked. Elias smiled at her. "Something even better," he said. "A magical fish. It asked to grant us a wish, and I set it free," Elias added. Mary's mouth formed a little O. She clapped her hands. "A wish," she repeated. "We can wish for a bigger house, a garden, maybe even a castle." Elias shook his head. The fish asked only for kindness. Mary tapped her foot. "Well, I want more than kindness. I want a nice house," Mary remarked. The cottage was small and painted gray. Inside, the walls were plain wood. Elias went back to the shore and called, "Dear fish, please come here. Please grant my wish. We want a grand castle by the shore." The waves glimmered. The fish rose. "Your wish is granted," it said. A shiny wave washed over the beach. When the water faded, a tall, white castle stood where their little cottage had been. Their gray cottage had transformed into a tall castle with white walls and blue shutters. Mary gasped with delight. "A castle," she said. She hugged Elias. He bowed and smiled. Inside the castle, their rooms were large and bright. Tapestries and chandeliers sparkled. Mary felt proud. For a few days, Mary enjoyed her castle. She wore fine clothes and sat in a grand chair. But soon she grew restless. The castle seemed too small. She wanted more. Mary skipped forward. "A castle at last! But I don't want to be a poor lady. I want to be a queen." She went to the window and stared at the sea. Elias nodded, his heart heavy. "I will ask the fish." Elias trudged back to the shore and called, "Dear fish, please come here." The fish popped up, eyes shining. "Please," Elias said, "Mary wants to be a queen." "With a happy heart?" asked the fish. Elias hesitated. I think so." The fish nodded and flicked its tail. Moonbeams filled the air. Stars glimmered above. As their glow receded, Mary wore a golden crown and a long velvet robe. Banners flew over the castle walls. At first, Mary felt proud to be queen. She held banquets, gave orders, and sat on a throne. Mary smiled with pride. "I am Queen Mary," she said. "Now everyone will love me." That night, Elias lay awake. He worried. He missed their cozy cottage. He missed simple songs by the hearth. He wondered if Mary was truly happy. Next morning, Mary looked out from her tower window. She saw shining valleys and busy towns, but she frowned. "I want more. I want to rule over the sun, the moon, and the seas, to command their rising and setting, their ebbing and flowing," Mary said. Elias shook his head. "My dear, that is too much." Mary stomped her foot. "Go ask the fish." With a heavy heart, Elias slowly made his way back to the shore, his eyes filled with quiet sadness. "Dear fish," Elias called, voice trembling. "Mary wants to be ruler of the sun, the moon, and the stars." The waves shone in moonlight. The magical fish rose once more. The fish's eyes looked sad. With a wave of its fin, it granted her wish. "Your wish is grand, but it may bring storms and shadows," the fish warned, and then it dove deep. The sea turned dark and restless, its tall waves rolling and crashing with a heavy roar. The moon slipped away behind thick clouds, which glowed with a strange fiery light, like secret lanterns flickering in the sky. Lightning flashed across the skies, and shadows stretched wide. "I'm scared," Mary exclaimed as she ran to the shore. Elias was already there, watching the storm. "Elias," Mary sobbed, "what have I done?" The magical fish swirled in the water. "You asked for more than any one person can hold," the fish said softly. It lifted its tail, and a great wave covered the castle. When the waves swept away, the castle was gone. The banners were gone. The crown was gone. The sea was calm again. Only Elias and Mary stood on the empty beach. Mary hid her face. Elias took her hand. "We had a simple home," he said kindly. "That was enough for us. I loved you in the cottage, and I love you now." Mary looked up. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I was never happy with more and more. I forgot what mattered most, being together, being kind, and being grateful." Elias and Mary walked back to the little hill by the shore. In the sand, they found a small wooden box. Inside, a note read, "True joy comes when you are kind, humble, and thankful." Mary smiled through her tears. They opened their arms and hugged. The sun came out. The sea twinkled in golden light. Together, hand in hand, Elias and Mary walked home. They promised each other to be grateful for every small blessing. And from that day on, they were happy with simple gifts, a warm fire, a cozy chair, and the love they shared. And so, Elias and Mary learned that the greatest wish of all is a grateful heart. With that, our story comes to an end. May your dreams be filled with kindness and wonder. Good night, little dreamers. Until next time, sweet dreams under the stars.